Hello, my name is Olga and this is my channel about startups. And today we will continue talking about term sheet and about different things that might be included in your term sheet and what they mean. And we will talk about pro rata statement in term sheet, does it mean, and how it influences startup founders and investors. So pro rata statement means that investors that invested in a startup at early stages will have an opportunity to invest more later on if startup is doing well and they are interested in investing. Why are they interested in investing more? Because when a new investor comes, previous investors are diluted by the percentage that this investor is buying in a startup. So basically, if I have 15% in this startup and a new investor comes and buys 10%, I will be diluted. My shares ownership will be diluted by this 10%. And sometimes it's not a good situation for me as a venture fund, because venture funds, their general partners, they take a seat in board of directors of each startup they invest into, and they want to maximize their ownership in these startups, because if startups are doing well and at the end will go to IPO or will be sold, these venture funds and their general partners, they want to maximize the outcome, the positive outcome. They want to maximize their ownership and maximize their profits, because they take seats in board of directors and they spend their time helping startups develop, and they devote their time. So in order to maximize their profits, they want to be diluted as less as possible. And pro rata statement in term sheet helps them to minimize the dilution. So they just buy more shares of this company if it attracts new financial round. What does it mean for founders? Sometimes a situation might happen that a new investor comes and it's a lead investor, and this investor, a venture fund that invests particular amount of money. And venture funds usually have a statement even at their website, or you can find it somewhere, what is the check size they invest. And let's say this new investor wants to close the whole round A or B, 15 million round, for example. But founders also have previous investors from previous rounds that have this pro rata statement in term sheets. And what it means for a founder, it means a very difficult situation, because on the one hand, these founders want this new investor to come and invest, but they also have previous venture funds that also have a right. It's not an obligation, it's a right to invest more money. For founders, it usually means dilution, because they have to raise more money than they wanted. And believe me, there are cases like that founders obliged, or they need to raise more than they need or they wanted to raise. And that's not a very good case, because more money means more dilution for founders and for employees as well, who have option pools. So that's the reason why founders need to read term sheets very carefully before they sign them and negotiate statements like pro rata, because in a case when a startup develops quite well and succeeds, there will be these collision of future investors and previous investors who invested in this startup. So that's something to look for in term sheets. If you have any questions or comments or likes for my video, please do. Thank you.